What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we are at PCP Motorsports taking in my Gen 2 for a trade. Recently I got this bike recently, like 4 months ago, because I couldn't get a Gen 3. So now I found a Gen 3, so we're gonna go and trade this in. It has 800 miles on it currently. It's due for its first service actually, so yeah, it's still under warranty because they only punched the VIN for the warranty this year, so it still has like a year of warranty. So I try to put everything back to stock. I haven't really modified the bike, so which is a good thing actually, because I knew in the back of my mind I'm gonna replace this thing. So yeah, so you can see I took off all the KTM power parts stuff, the comfort seat and the cowl, all that stuff. I left the tank pad on there. So waiting for them to open, and then yeah, we'll go from there. This one's the other color, orange. I don't like it that much. I like the blue one better. It's the other Evo color. Yeah, I don't like this, like a bald spot. Oh, it's very nice though. Can't wait to see mine. Alright, here we are. There she is. 2022 KTM 1290 Super Duke R Evo. Hopefully my camera is on right. There it is. It's been hard to find this bike, but now it's here. A little dirty. I'll clean it up when I get home. And yeah, let's just start riding, I guess. Keyless ride still. Full tank of gas. Ready to race. Really nice dash. So I'm late in the game when it comes to this new model KTM, coming from a 2019. So you guys have read the reviews on this bike. If you're watching my channel, I'm super late. Because I had so let's see the feel. I sat on the other color, the orange one, before. Let's turn it off for a little bit. Talk to you guys for a sec. So the way it feels right now, I'll tell you off the bat. So the suspension's the semi-active suspension, right? So I don't know the settings yet. I still have to play with it. I think it's on whatever the normal default settings are. So I still have to adjust my controls. This is the first ride going home. Two fingers, that's right. We're on street mode, brand new tires, so I guess in a way I'll just leave it at that. Let me see. So the controls, this is my first time touching controls of a 2020 and up Super Duke, so forgive me with I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'll just go to suspension right now. There's an anti-dive, so it basically has like a BMW GS type suspension where it's semi-active and it reads all the weight and all that stuff. It's kind of nice. Ride mode, street. I'll leave it at street for now. Very intuitive. You have some custom controls here, custom functions. 1 and 2. It's not set. You got your kill switch, your start stop, hazards, brights, your cruise control, cancel, reset, horn. Pretty nicely laid out controls. Mirrors are about the same. So let's see how much battery I have on my GoPro. It might die, so I gotta make sure. Maybe I'll change the battery before I start riding. Let's see. Yeah, so we'll start riding. If it dies, I'll restart it. It's fine. Okay, let's start it. Alright, so full tank of gas. Thanks to PCP Motorsports for hooking it up with that. It's just a short ride home actually, so they told me specifically not to take it to the track, so I'm not gonna do that. I actually have a track day supposed to be on Saturday. I'm choosing not to do it. I'm choosing to skip it since I traded in my Super Duke. I don't have a bike for track, so this is it. If I'm not taking this bike, then I can't ride. They told me specifically because it might void my warranty claims if something happens to the bike. So I will let me check if my temporary license plate is on, because there's a cop right there. Yeah, it's on. So it might void any claims I have when it comes to repairs if something blows up and I didn't break it in properly. So anyway, I think it's where's the temperature in this thing? Usually, oh, there it is. I got 2 bars. I think we're ready to ride. I'm just gonna go home. Controls, I don't know if I need rear sets on this bike. It seems pretty high actually. It feels pretty high from the 2019 that I had. 2018 and 2019 feels pretty high. Nimbleness about the same, a little bit skinnier feeling. The tank feels a little bit skinnier. Feels lighter, the bike actually. Let's see here, just my I gotta make a U-turn somewhere. I gotta take it easy on the brand new tires, so no sudden movements and all that. Usually the first tank of gas will take care of it, like that's the break-in. What else? I'm not gonna really do like a full-fledged review. I'm just gonna review it in a way that what's, you know, the features that are important to me. What's because there's so much reviews on this bike already. So the 2020 has been out for like a couple of years. The 2020, the only difference between this one and the other ones is the suspension. So I can talk about that in another video, I suppose, once I learn more about it. But in terms of like the bike itself, it's the same. You know, it's the same. And why, like stuff that why did I upgrade? It's not a whole lot. It's not a whole lot of reasons for me to upgrade, but other than it's it actually is a big. It's not a whole lot, but it's a big reason why I upgrade from the 2018, 2019 to this one. In terms of performance, it is a better bike than the Gen 2. So let's just get that out of the way. Initially I had my doubts, but then the more I look at it, read about it, ask people about it, it's a much better bike overall. So it's just a better bike overall, and you can't deny it. Adding that linkage to the rear suspension instead of the suspension being bolted from your seat straight to the rear swing arm, it's a big deal actually. So there's that. That's one big difference there. And amongst the other ones, the electronics and things like that. Now the comfort, actually the comfort of this new one is much better than the old one, because with the semi-active suspension, it's acting like a GSA. The ride height and all that changes, and it reads the road, all that stuff, reads your weight, adjusts the preload on the fly. That one I need to figure out when going to the track and stuff, because the semi-active suspension on tracks and sometimes is a little sketchy. But I think you could do but I think you could set it to the I think you could set it to manual, you know, it doesn't have to be automatic. Where's the green? I like the seat, but I think it's a little hard, but it is the stock seat. I like the seat though. I like the seat. It's a little bit wide, it's comfortable. They don't want me revving the bike out really hard, so I gotta take it easy. I gotta change batteries. Let's stop here for a second and I'll change the batteries so I can talk more with you guys about the ride quality. I tried to quick shift just right there, but it won't let me. I don't know if it's I don't know if they forgot to install the tech pack, or it's just basically it's restricted. I don't know. We'll check it out. If not, I'm still close to the dealership, have it sorted out. See if we can stop by somewhere first. Alright guys, let's pick up where we left off. So I stopped here at the gas station because I was having some confusion why my quick shifter wasn't working. I thought they forgot to load up my tech pack, which is not true. So it's here. So if you go to ride mode, I was at street earlier. Go back to street, close throttle, and I'll go back to motorcycle. Quick shifter is here. It was off earlier. I don't know why, but I guess it's just by default. You can turn it off and on. So now I'll leave it at street. I was tempted to put it on the other modes, but I'll just you got general info here. Just one of these things that, you know, just go through the controls, extra functions. So okay, so we have all that. Suspension Pro, Quick Shifter Pro. So I have all that. So I'm not worried. They didn't forget. So always check first before you complain or talk to someone. You gotta check first. So okay, so we're gonna go get back on the road here and give you guys more of my first ride thoughts. Stay on street mode because we're in the street and we're taking it easy. You know, they told me to take it easy. I did specifically tell them, can I go to the track this weekend, and they said no, and they said they wouldn't advise it. So they wouldn't advise it in terms of covering your ass with warranty and stuff like that. You want to be by the book with this. So okay, you know, I was already doubting going to the track this weekend because it's 100 degrees. Last time I couldn't even ride past lunchtime. So okay, I mean, it's fine. I'm not riding through that sand pit right there. I'm just gonna go here. But this is the ultimate, like, let's see if the quick shifter works. Yeah, it does work now. Okay. Well, not yet. No, I haven't tried it. I just shifted it. We'll try it again. Street, road suspension mode. I wonder if you could switch suspension on the fly. Suspension, damping, street. Okay. There's people behind me. I'm just gonna do this later. That guy don't give a shit. He was just gonna go anyway. So I don't know if you guys heard me earlier. I said the seat is nice, it's comfortable, but the seat was nice on the older Super Duke as well. But this one seems to have more. It's wider. It feels a little bit wider, but I think it's less plush. So it might, after a while, it feels like it will hurt. But overall, the bike's ergonomics and the way I'm sitting feels good. It feels really good. I'm a little bit more slumped, like forward, in terms of like seating position. I'm a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more leaned forward than the older one. The older one, I'm like a supermoto, like a little bit supermoto, closer to the front. My lower torso is closer to the front of the bike, but now I'm a little bit further back, which is, I kind of like it. I kind of like it. So I've been meaning to lower the front of my Gen 2 to give that kind of racier kind of stance, so that, you know, easier to kind of dive into the corner. And this one already does that out of the box. So far that's good. That's good points for me in my book. And I don't have my heated grips installed on this. I left it on the other bike. it's not cost efficient to, I mean, I didn't do it myself when I was at home. I could have done it myself. I could have done it myself and switched it. I just, I hate dealing with electronics on the bike. But this one is easy. There's an option where you can just turn heated grips on or off, or available or not available. So you don't have to go back to the dealership and program it on and stuff like that, like the old one. So this one is it's much easy. It's the same part number for the heated grips, so just a matter of getting it again. It's much more cost effective than uninstalling that one, installing this one, and swapping grips, like double the labor. So what else can I say? I like the bike overall. I'm pretty happy with the change, the switch. Good thing I waited. We'll see about in terms of like overall usability, with the suspension being semi-active and things like that. I think it's the best overall motorcycle. I'm kind of wondering if the GSA is even, unless I'm going on long distance. But even on long distance trip, this might be a good bike to do that in. I mean, maybe get a small windshield and all that, but I think it's good enough to be a light tourer if you want to do that. Like sometimes I want to go small. Sometimes having a big bike makes it kind of unwieldy, going to places. But if you're going to like maybe dirt stuff, of course you want a GSA. But if you're just having like a long ride, riding through the coast and things like that, like a day trip, this is a perfect bike, I think, for doing that. Or if you're mostly pavement on your trip, just a road trip, mostly pavement, I think it's a perfect bike to do that in. It's becoming like, really, like I said, it's crossing over to the capabilities of the GSA, minus the luggage capacity, and comfort. But the comfort on this it's pretty close. Yeah, we'll take it easy. It's fine. I haven't taken it easy on a brand new bike in a while. Maybe it's been like a handful of bikes. I don't even remember the last time I took it easy on a brand new bike. I've always just been revving it out, and it's never broke. It never broke. I did get the extended warranty with this bike because everything is new. Everything's new to me. I never worked on this bike before, so I just want to be safe. Also, it has the suspension, more electronics regarding the suspension. So I just want to be, kind of safe in case something breaks, if that suspension breaks. I really like the ergonomics, the way I'm sitting on it. I like the spacing. I like it. Because I'm a little bit of a taller rider, 6'2", 200 plus pounds. Just the room that I have right now, I like it. It's very roomy. Like my arms are in a nice place. It's not cramped. I'm not like, on a sport bike like that. Like this is perfect for me. I like it. I think I have like abnormally long arms too. So now that I'm able to kind of just stretch out, Exhaust sounds amazing stock. It's weird. You can hear the brap. It's definitely different than the Gen 2. I've been listening to exhaust videos of this bike. People will put like a slip-on and it changes the sound of the bike already. So I might just do a slip-on. I'm not gonna go all out like I did on the 2018 with a full exhaust, airbox mod. I don't think it needs all that. I don't even think there's an airbox mod. I don't even think you need to do an airbox mod on this. Sounds awesome already. Yeah, I might get like a shorty slip-on and just call it a day, Just use the bike as is. I'm kind of done with like the modifying phase of going all out. I just want to ride now. I'm kind of lazy. working on my bike nowadays. Also, you know, switching bikes often, I don't really recoup all those things that I spent. So, guess I'm getting older. Alright guys, so I apologize, it's a little bit too dark in here in the garage, but we're home. So here it is, it's parked. There you go. Sometimes in different lighting, the top of the tank looks black, but it's actually dark blue. So I think it's a nice color. Now, for some reason, I think I heard people not liking it, like they think it's ugly, but I don't know why. But I think this is the better color. I don't like the orange one, the orange and silver one. I didn't like it. So there it is, just that stock can. I was replacing it, thinking about replacing it with a shorty, and that's it. I don't know. I think I'll just leave it at that. It's just a nice bike. Like, first impression that I had riding at home, it's just nice overall. I got the Stylema calipers now instead of the M50s. That's the same brake I had on the V4R. I mean, I don't have to upgrade the brakes. The brakes feel great. So compared to the older one, the Gen 2, a little bit mushy. This one a little bit sharper. The bike just feels sharper overall, just sharp all around. Like it's ready to go to the track, like more than the last one. So I do have the Evotech. I have it right inside the house, so I haven't damaged it, I think. There's still no, let's see if I can raise the light. No, I can't. But there's no rock chip, which is, I'm happy. There's no rock chip. I didn't hit anything. No asphalt or anything. Good. So it just looks great. Like, I know it's almost the same as the last one, but it looks great overall. So just to wrap up this long video. This is my first impression. I'll try to make a few more videos after this one, just kind of giving you guys more of my experience once I get to know the bike a little bit more. But like I said, I'm not gonna do a whole lot of mods on this bike because I don't think it needs it. Plus, personally, unless it's a sponsored video, I personally don't feel like I need to spend my money to upgrade anything on this bike. It doesn't need any upgrades. Visually, I guess the fender eliminator, but the mirror, I never really had a problem with the mirrors. This mirror worked great, so you can see a lot of things. The back, sure, but you get less hassle from cops having a stock bike. They can't say anything. Plus, when I go to the track, I'm gonna remove them anyway. So the Super Duke, I don't know how easy or hard this is. It's just a couple electronical connections, and then you can just pull it right out. And the same with the mirrors, you just spin it out. And I don't take passengers, but I'll probably leave those on in case for tying down the bike. So it's really, at this point of my life, owning motorcycles, I don't really have the urge to go all out like I used to, like I want the full exhaust, full suspension, all that. Like this bike kind of does it all out of the box, so everything, all the features that I paid for, like I feel like I'm gonna be using, and that sounds good to me. I like that, so I'm gonna learn the suspension, see what's the ins and outs of it, and I'll make upcoming videos, because there's not a lot of videos for the Evo. A couple people had them, so maybe it's good for me to post some videos. I'm kind of unmotivated again, one of those slumps, but I think with this bike, I really like the Super Duke platform. I love the Super Duke platform. I think it's a good jump from the Gen 2 to the Gen 3 and this specific Gen 3. So I think I have some insight on it. I had 2 Gen 2s already, so I know that platform very well. I worked on it very well extensively, taking off the tank, doing all the airbox modifications, power commander, wiring, all that stuff. I did all that, so I know the bike. So this one, I hope this one doesn't have the radiator issue, but I think I heard some grumblings around the forums that it does, but I don't know. So we'll see if I have to do anything about that. I never had any radiator issues with mine either, and I track mine heavily, ride it, all that stuff. I never had a leak. So to each their own, I guess. Your mileage may vary. All right. Tires. I'm gonna talk about tires. These tires look more track oriented than the one that I had before, the Metzler tires that I had on the Gen 2. So I'm curious to see how this looks like. Or how this performs on track. It looks like it would perform really good, but I don't know. I don't have any experience with with this tire. So, but I haven't heard any complaints either. So there's that. One more look around, I guess. I like the tail section, how clean and minimalist it is. The old Super Duke gets beat up so much back here. I think this one will be too, because it's smooth right now. But mine is like super beat up from track use and just everyday riding. This tire just kicks up everything straight to here. Maybe if there's a way I can like put something here, like a protectant, like a vinyl, I don't know. But this is gonna get beat up, and like it's gonna get pits and stuff like that. So that's unfortunate. But everything else looks great. You got the suspension linkage down here, which is what makes the whole lot of difference in handling. I haven't tested it out, just reading the brochure. You got some suspension measurements here. I love that. I don't have to put the zip tie on mine like I put zip tie on. The V4R doesn't even have one, and I put a zip tie on. This one already has it. Just reset it. And see how much suspension travel I use on a daily ride. You got the RAM intake. All right, thank you guys for watching and sharing this experience with me. Hopefully you guys will stick around. I'll see you guys again on the next video.